Jamaat Islami, Maulana Maududi, the Amir of Jamaat Islami, he came from Lahore, and he was supposed to address that meeting. That meeting, and there were lots of people came to the Paltan Maidan, but Awami League workers, they entered the Paltan Maidan, they destroyed the stage, and Maulana Maududi was not able to come and speak. How can you just go against your own people? So it was a big mistake. And one of the mistake of Jamaat Islami also was that, because they took it as an India and Pakistan. Some of the West Pakistan party, especially the Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's People's Party, they did not contest in East Pakistan. And ironically, Sheikh Mujeeb did not put any candidates in West Pakistan. So these were the two very important leaders, but they did not put their candidates in the other part of the country. Nobody knows why this was so. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My last video was in Urdu, and it was about the Jamaat Islami's student wing, Islamic Chhatro Shabbir, that's the name in Bengali. Its success in Dhaka University and Jahangir Nagar University. So one of my previous students, and currently he's a assistant professor at Sylhet University in Bangladesh, he wanted to ask some question about the content of that video, related to content of that video. So please welcome Dr. Munshi Afzal Nasir. Nasir, welcome.
Thank you,
How
sir.
are you?
I am good, sir. How are you, sir? Fine.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, sir. The last video was very good, sir, and I watched the video, and many of my colleagues and also my students, they watched the video and they liked it. Now, people wants to know, especially the Gen Z wants to know, that the last 15 years, the Awami League lead government, they said that they were the most democratic party during 1971. Now, sir, you had a very good experience during 1971 because you were there in Bangladesh as well, and you have witnessed what was happened during that time. So first question from my side, sir, and on behalf of the Gen Z generation, they wanted to know that during that time, Jamaat Islami, because Jamaat Islami is very controversial party nowadays. In the last 15 years, people said that Jamaat Islami was against the Bangladesh liberation. Now, what was the Jamaat Islami role during that time in 1970 election? And Awami League that time, led by Sheikh Mujeeb Rahman, was he allowed them to participate freely in 1970 election? What was happened in that particular election?
Okay. As you know, Dr. Nasir, the 1970 election was held under the supervision of the martial law administrator. At that time, it was Yahya Khan who was ruling the country. So it is regarded as one of the free elections in Pakistan, and all the parties were allowed to contest in both parts of the country, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. Some of the West Pakistan party, especially the Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's People's Party, they did not contest in East Pakistan. And ironically, Sheikh Mujeeb did not put any candidates in West Pakistan. So these were the two very important leaders, but they did not put their candidates in the other part of the country. Nobody knows why this was so. Jamaat Islami was one of the national party which has candidates in both parts. And it was not a very popular party, but there were lots of followers, including many of the students. So when the campaign started in 1970, and it was a long campaign for that election, so Jamaat Islami tried to hold its first election gathering in the Paltan Maidan near the, the Paltan Maidan in Dhaka, which is just in front of the Baitul Mukarram. And ironically, it was also in front of the governor house, where that time there was the martial law administrator of East Pakistan. Okay. in front of this important place. Jamaat Islami, Maulana Maududi, the Amir of Jamaat Islami, he came from Lahore, and he was supposed to address that meeting. That meeting, and there were lots of people came to the Paltan Maidan, but Awami League workers, they entered the Paltan Maidan, they destroyed the stage, and Maulana Maududi was not able to come and speak. So you can see how democratic was the Awami League. Awami League was popular. There was no question about that, because of the thing done by the leaders of West Pakistan, and the about of the army rule and the rule of Ayub Khan, which was again a dictator, and he put Monam Khan as the governor for a very long time, which was very unpopular. And there were a lot of injustices done by the Pakistani government. It was not a West Pakistan government. Actually, it was Ayub Khan, which was the he was a president, but he was elected through the basic democratic system, which was flawed. It was not very democratic. So there was a lot of resentment in East Pakistan against. The resentment were genuine, and that's why Sheikh Mujeeb Rahman came up with the 6 points of in 1966 and around that time, and it was popular because it wanted more autonomy for East Pakistan, and that autonomy should have been it should have been negotiated, and it could be settled, and but nothing was done from. So I would say that there were a lot of mistakes done by the leaders who were from West Pakistan. So no question that Awami League was very popular because of the grievances, the genuine grievances that people of East Pakistan had. However, Maulana Maududi and the Jamaat Islami and many leaders in West Pakistan, they did not, and the people of West Pakistan, I would say, and they were not involved in exploiting East Pakistan. And the benefits of exploitation, of whatever exploitation was there, it was not going to the general public in the West Pakistan. It were the leaders or the army or the bureaucrats which might be benefiting from there. So Jamaat Islami was not part of the establishment in the West Pakistan. It was an Islamic oriented party, and it had faced opposition from the military rulers in the west part, especially Ayub Khan time. It was because Jamaat Islami opposed Ayub Khan, and it supported Fatma Jinnah in the election that was held some time ago. Same as Sheikh Mujeeb Rahman. Sheikh Mujeeb Rahman also supported Fatma Jinnah. So the thing is that, coming back to the Paltan Maidan thing, the Awami League did not allow that to happen. And ironically, the martial law was there at that time, and they also did not intervene to make sure that there is a peaceful election. Not only that, few weeks after that, there was another party, as a new party, which was created after 4 parties joined that party. But that was Pakistan Democratic Party, PDP. It's the Nurul Amin's party, which was from East Pakistan. The Nizam Islam Party. One of the leaders of Nizam Islam Party was Maulvi Farid from Chittagong, who was Nizam Islam Party, and Chaudhry Muhammad Ali was from the West Pakistan. That was Nizam Islam Party. Asghar Khan's party, which is Justice Party, and Asghar Khan was a very popular person. His party, and also Nawabzadur Nasrullah. There's the Awami League, Nasrullah group. These 4 joined together and made PDP. PDP wanted to have another, gathering at the same Paltan Maidan, and again the Awami League, destroyed that and did not allow that to happen. And after that, throughout this 7 months, 8 months of campaigning, no big gathering was ever done by PDP or Jamaat Islami. So that is the credential of the Awami League. It was popular at that time, very popular, but apart from Bhashani and some other communist group, it did not allow anyone to hold election. And ironically, and the martial law administration did not do anything to prevent that. So I don't know what, maybe the army had already decided that this part of East Pakistan maybe should be allowed to be separated from Pakistan. I don't know. Because we don't have any evidence for that, but I can still do not understand why there was not free. I mean, why did not the army made sure that there will be a free election? There were 300 National Assembly seats, 154 for East Pakistan, 156 for East Pakistan, 144 for West Pakistan, and out of 156 seats in East Pakistan, 154 was won by Awami League. Only one went to Raja Tridevara in Chittagong as an independent, I guess, and Nurul Amin from Mymensingh. These were the only two. If Jamaat Islami and PDP were allowed to freely campaign, I have a feeling that at least 10 to 15 seats would have gone to them, and that would have made the Awami League it had compelled them to go and negotiate with Bhutto, who had the majority seats from West Pakistan, about 84 or 86 seats. This could have been the result, and the Bangladesh people could have, or the East Pakistan people could have listened some of the more fair story of what happened with East Pakistan. So this did not happen. Second thing, which was, so this is answer of your question. Of course, I can also add, which is very important, that once Sheikh Mujeeb Rahman was allowed to, he won the election on the 6-point basis, and he should have allowed to become Prime Minister of Pakistan. This was again a big mistake of the rulers in West Pakistan, which were especially supported by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So that's the answer of your question. Sorry, it is a bit late. It is a bit
no,
long.
sir, it's fine. Very nice, because people wants to know the real story, and also you were there during that time in Bangladesh, and and you witness the situation, because these sort of things people read from the books, but that history always fabricated by some reasons, and rewritten by the rulers. But the people who witnessed during that time, like people like you, sir, it is a immense importance for us to know from you. Sir, my another question was, and it is also very sensitive question in Bangladesh, and also the Gen Z people, they wants to know that during 1971, when the war started in 25th of March, when the Operation Searchlight started in East Pakistan, which was very bad. It was a tremendous mistake, as you said, by the West Pakistan army and all the ruler. But the question was, at the war, when it started, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested by the Pakistani army, and he was taken to West Pakistan. So I have a question, because during that time you were there, the situation. Was it intentional surrender to the West Pakistan armed forces in order to save himself, and he wanted to become a leader of the country if the war was ended for some reason, or he could have escaped and went to underground and lead the liberation war from East Pakistan? What was the actually thought process during that time of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Yes, I have to give a little background, otherwise people will not understand. So just give me a little time.
Sure.
According to the martial law administrator Yahya Khan, the assembly was the session of the first constituent assembly was supposed, after the election, was supposed to start on March 3rd, 1971. Okay. Before that, there were several meetings between the Yahya Khan and Mujibur Rahman and in Dhaka. And Yahya Khan has actually declared that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman will be the next Prime Minister of Pakistan. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was a very cunning man, and so he just wanted to have a share in the federal government as well. So he wanted to pressurized. So he said that anybody from West Pakistan going to attend the meeting in Dhaka on the 3rd March we will punish them. I mean, punish them not, I mean, in the sense, he was very, he was,
yes, sir.
I think he said, मैं उनकी टांग तोड़ दूंगा, I will break their leg, something like that, you know.
Right.
It is very popular words that he said about that. Jamaat Islami and other parties, they wanted to go and attend the meeting. But because of the opposition, and there were long meetings between Yahya Khan and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in Lalkana at Bhutto's place. So on the 1st of March 1971, 2 days before the session, the martial law administrator postponed the election and did not even give a new date. That created a lot of anger in East Pakistan. So there were some big procession, some violence also started on the 3rd. But before that, I can tell you, the people of Bangladesh or the East Pakistan were very happy that, you know, it's going to be there now, the government of Sheikh Mujeeb and the government from Bangladesh, you know, of Bengali. A Bengali person will be the prime minister. There were a lot of enthusiasm. That enthusiasm was destroyed by this announcement. And so there were violence in different parts of, but not very big violence, small violence, you know, especially some violence against the West Pakistani people or the Urdu speaking people. My point is that the reason for that anger was very genuine, and the violence could have been avoided by Awami League. Awami League could have said that, you know, just keep quiet and we'll you know. But of course, the anger was there, and they could not control the anger. And then it went on and on. No negotiation was initiated, nothing. And on the 25th of March, the operation, in the night of 25th of March, the operation started to save Pakistan. That was the slogan. And on that day, Mujibur Rahman was arrested and he was taken to West Pakistan. Okay. And Bhutto was there, and Bhutto said, thanks God, you know, the army has saved Pakistan. Pakistan has been saved. So, and then 25th March until the start of the war between Pakistan and India, that was early December. So this whole period of almost, you know, 8 to 9 months, there was time. And you know, when the army took this initiative, you know, the operation in East Pakistan, and this operation went all corner of East Pakistan. Okay, many people fled to India, and to, you know, especially those who were close to Awami League. So they fled to India, and then India, you know, it was there to take advantage. You know, there was enmity in East Pakistan, in Pakistan and India, so they took it. This whole period of 8 months, there could have been some attempts to negotiate from West Pakistan. I cannot understand why the army and, you know, did that. So, you know, how can you just go against your own people? So it was a big mistake. And one of the mistake of Jamaat Islami also was that, because they took it as an India and Pakistan, that okay, the people are, you know, the Awami League was funded by, that was their narrative, that Awami League was close to India and it is all Indian conspiracy to break Pakistan. So that was there, and they supported the army, and that is why there was a lot of you know, resentment among many people in East Pakistan, that all these 8 months period, you know, because any atrocity which was done by army, Jamaat was also made part of it, you know. So that was the reason why, you know, people went so much against Jamaat Islami. They thought that Jamaat people may thought that they are fighting the Indians or the agents of Indian. That was their perspective but that was not shared by many people in Bangladesh. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a specific question. Like, during that time when he was arrested, did he know that the army was going to arrest him, or didn't he know that the army is going to arrest him? I mean, was there any information to him
that I cannot tell. But he was in his house.
Right.
And if he wanted, he could have, you know, I mean, I don't know if he knew. If at that time, he was taken in custody earlier also on the Agartala conspiracy case. So I don't think he was. Even if he knew, I don't think he wanted to hide. He if was arrested, is arrested, because nobody knew what will happen after that.
Okay, I understand, sir. Sir, one
Yeah.
last question for today's
Yes.
session, because we are going to make several sessions in this playlist,
Yes.
because we want to know the
Yes.
hard truth. Because some people who is supporting one party in our country, they support like it is a religious thing. For example, the supporter of Jamaat Islami, they think that Jamaat Islami kind of a religion, and we cannot say something against the party. Similarly to the other parties in Awami League or BNP, they consider the party as religious. But what we are talking about is the real facts and the hard truth. So in 1971, once the Bangladesh got the liberation war, and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman got the highest position in our country, was he acted towards the democracy, or was he acted like what his daughter acted in recent 15 years time?
Yeah, it is more or less same situation. I mean, I don't remember that he went and prosecuted or he hanged any Jamaat people. But there were a lot of, after the liberation of Bangladesh, there were a lot of killing was done by the mob or by the I don't. You never know who was there. Where actually there were workers of Awami League or not, but a number of Jamaat workers were killed after the liberation, because it was very fierce fighting went on for the 7-8 months of liberation war of Bangladesh. So there was a lot of tension and enmity against each other. So of course there were a number of Jamaat workers were killed by Awami League or their supporters or whatever. So Jamaat Islami was doomed actually. I mean, nobody would talk about Jamaat Islami after the liberation, because it clearly sided with the Pakistan army. Their intention was clear. Their intention was that their thinking was that they are fighting to save Pakistan, which was created on the name of Islam, to make a laboratory of Islam in the modern world. So their intention was clear that they are fighting the Indian agents. But that was not being seen by many people in Bangladesh like that. But so first of the thing, Jamaat Islami was a victim after the. I mean, not victim. You can say victim of the liberation war. A number of Jamaat workers were killed, but then did Sheikh Mujibur Rahman came up with a very nice democracy in the country? No, it's because this is the first time he came into power, and it was very clear that he was not ready to listen any criticism, and that's why it became very soon. It became within a year or 1 or 2. It became it became a dictator. Many newspapers were closed. There was no dissent was allowed. So it just become one party rule. He was overthrown by the same army of Bangladesh, which was fighting the Pakistan army. And this is why many people said that in 1971, if Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was made the prime minister, would not have survived a long time, because of he was incapable actually. So only incapable people do not want to listen any criticism.